Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Warlord event, week 12, day 3. So today, we're going to be focusing on the Warlord event mostly, and use up basically every last sigil we have, which we currently have. How many do we have left these days? We have 12 left, so that's like 20 battles or so after we get all the Val Ravens, maybe a little bit more. But we'll go through all these. Do keep in mind, it's only based on highest rarity, not highest level. So we will go take the level 90s here, just so it's a little bit easier. You don't have to take the highest level. It'll still give you the same amount of score. It's highest rarity that matters the most this week. We got really high amount of skull damage, so it should be pretty easy to take them out. One-shot them with a sentry every skull we ever take, especially with something like Web Spinner or Mang. Even Raph would be fine, though I did go for a different route with Web Spinner. And other than that, we do have a repeat of the Hellpuppy. However, if you do still need more copies of it, it is available. We've, of course, already have it maxed. I might do it just to get some more pet food. Also, speaking of pets, before I forget, I actually forgot to do this yesterday. And let's go do it now, which I might have forgotten the last 2 days. I forget if it was just yesterday or the last 2 days. I know I forgot at least one day. However, if we click upgradable here, we got ourselves a Crimson Bat, the pet finally max. So we'll go max this guy out. And boom, feed him up. And that is a Golvania star. We will no longer need to worry about that thing constantly trying to give us useless tasks because we now have it maxed. So now we get a whole nother star for Golvania, which now goes up to 17 star. And the main thing is we don't have to worry about it being on our middle task anymore, unless it gives us another thing that we'll have to worry about. No, it doesn't. Okay, good. Yeah, there we go. And it also gives us 5 gems, which of course isn't much, but hey, it adds up. But yeah, pretty nice. What was the other thing I wanted to go check? There was one other thing related to that. Oh, yeah. But yeah, now our middle offer should no longer be this bat anymore since, well, we got it maxed. Also, speaking of deeds, or deeds showing up there, we do have deeds today on Adventure Board. Definitely make sure to go pick those up. 4 yellow deeds is sitting there. Really valuable. Make sure to get them. We'll be doing those after we finish up some Warlord event stuff. But anyways, let's start with that. So as I mentioned, we'll do level 90s. This is one of the few times where I actually won't take the highest level because we already know 100% for sure that it's based on rarity, not level. And some of these can be a little bit annoying. So let's take the weakest ones because they still give the full points. So no point in not taking the weakest ones as long as it's highest rarity. Okay, do we have alignment? No. Mountain Crusher, go. Could also win for a skull option there. Let's see. Speaking of skull option, we have a skull option. It was only a single poke, but luckily he doesn't get a follow-up, oddly enough. Go for a board clear. Get a poke somewhere if we can. We do not seem to have an option for it. I might just go Merlif. We do have alignment, so that should be match, and he is super dead. Also, hello everyone! Hope all of you have been doing well. Of course, Volt event weekend right around the corner. Not tomorrow, but Friday. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, boom. Got a whole weekend, and we will be grinding it quite extensively, as we usually do. Also, hello Bill, hello Birdleaf, hello Isabel, hello Barbara, hello Steve, hello Marcelo, hello Cookie, hello Original, and hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Also, is the chat not working again? Hold up. It was actually magically working last stream, and now it's magically not working again. I have no clue what makes it want to work. But yeah, at the midway point of last stream, it just decided, hey, I'm going to start functioning. And now it's not functioning. Go figure. It's very weird. I honestly still have no clue why it's still not working, the little chat system. Obviously the one that plays after the thing and during the stream does, but the one that actually plays on screen. That's being weird. Not sure why. Oh, I got a double Gargantor, nice. And you do need to get 5 kills on him. Easiest way to do it is PvP though. However, if you do the entirety of the Warlord event for your guild to tier 3 or tier 4, like if you bought the weapon at tier 4, that should be enough to get the 5 Gargantors. Assuming that you got the gold task done and then got to the Gargantor so that you can get every single one that you kill counted. It will take a little bit longer doing it that way, but it is possible to do it that way. The quickest way is to do it for PvP. That's not extra. Yes, it is. Okay, we'll go for it because that should be a follow-up skull and he's dead. Actually, we'd even needed the extra turn to get the follow-up skull. Not always good to have just in case. You never know. Gosh, we're just getting a whole array of Gargantors. This is like our 3rd, 4th one in a row. Alright, 2 more. Do we have alignment? No. Merlif, go. Do your thing. Now do we have alignment? Even more no. So, oh, that's not the way I wanted to take that fail on the extra turn. Is it worth casting? Also still no. Let's go for another Merlif. And it's dead. Easy as that. And now we got a Shade of Zorn, which is kind of like getting a Gargantar. As far as points, it still gives the same 6 points. Oh, I could have taken a Skull there, couldn't I have? Not off a convert, but just swiping it. Should have to make sure Valraven dies. Obviously, you don't want Valraven alive. Luckily, it is already dead. I forgot, they have low enough stats. We could actually just Web Spinner kill them right now. And then get our Merlif follow-up. Is that enough? Yes, it is. 1 HP, what are you doing? Here, die to a Web Spinner. Though there was a good chance he would have died to poison if we lost our turn there. Which probably would have went quicker that way, but oh well. Gargantar next. Also, we do have codes again, by the way, everyone. That is a thing that we once again now have. We handed one out last night and every stream going forward, as we normally do during Gems of War streams, but haven't for like a month almost now. Let's see, I'll take that over. Grab our Pokety Poke. Do we have the win? No. Do we have a good option? No. Go Web Spinner. Still both of those two things. So let's go for another Web Spinner, I guess. At this rate, you might as well just solo Web Spinner it. Gosh. You got this Web Spinner. Oh, you failed. You failed us. And how on earth do we still not have alignment? You know what? I'm still going for it. We can cascade it. There we go. Do you know if Dragon's Eye has the same mechanic regarding magic points gain like Crescendo? I am not sure what you mean by that. Because Crescendo has a half mana. Dragon's Eye is, I forget what his boost ratio is. I thought it was full effect. Is it not? But you can kind of tell based on his plus value. I think it's probably a half plus something if it is halved. Not sure exactly what we were asking with that, though. I should just went for Merlif. Always when we need a board clear, it's better going for that. Because the greens aren't going to help enough to get us alignment. I kind of want another Merlif. We'll go for Mountain. The other Merlif on our team. You ruined my alignment. Yes, we do still have it. Off of blue. And that should be match. Super dead. Every skull we take destroys one of them. Also, once we reach tier stage 11, we'll have enough to go all the way as far as the bonus. We'll have a whole nother medal, which should be able to keep up with their durability at that point. Go for a Mountain there. Which unfortunately is 1 mana off from full mana. Where does that leave us? Is it worth going for? It does not seem like it. We'll just grab a skull for now. How about now? Is it worth it? No, we'll go for Merlif. And now we also still can't get it. Merlif, do your thing. Get us a good board. That's workable. Let's see you go with that. You can make that work. Yeah, we'll take the 90 there. Aren't you going to take that and hope we get alignment? No, we did not. I'm still going for it. Oh, yes, we do. I have it right there. And that is very much match. Also, the Doom Skulls actually do get the full boost ratio, by the way, of all the extra bonus that you end up getting. So whenever we end up taking a Doom Skull, that does get multiplied by our triple damage. It does get multiplied by the extra skull thing that we have. It gets multiplied by all of it. As if it's just normal skull damage. Which is obviously quite a hefty amount of extra damage. I'm going to go for this and just hope it works. Kind of did. Not all the way, though. This is actually slightly bad because the skull won't kill now because we're entangled. So if we do that... Gosh, that's still a lot of damage, though. because of all the multipliers I was just talking about. There we go. Even while entangled, it still hits like a 90 to a 45. Like numbers that don't even look like it's entangled. And that 45 was off a single Doom Skull too. Gosh. Well, I guess that makes sense because we're at what, 200% and then the 3 times. So it's doing 5 with 6 and then a or with a 3 and then the 2. So yeah, 6. Should that be 30 damage then? How did it do 45? Interesting. Because it wasn't enraged or anything. In which case it would have been 45. I don't think it was enraged. I don't think we have any way to enrage. Let's see. Go for Marilith. We cannot drop that for an extra turn, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to swipe it to make sure the Valraven is dead. And one skull will kill it. We'll just gamble with this and see what happens. And we got it. Nice. Got off a Cascade. Oh, where's the lowest level? 100. Yeah, the point system's kind of weird this week overall. For the Warlord event, of course. That is not aligned. I'm still going for it, though. Still very much worth it. Doing the Mountain Crusher for a bit of a bigger board clear. I don't think it really needed it, but just in case. Gosh, their levels are starting to get high now. They're all 150. Or 130, I mean. Okay, we got some extra turns sitting around. We had some extra turns sitting around. They didn't last long, did they? I believe that is a good Mountain Crusher, because we do not really have another option. I'll take a purple over. Can we convert? No. Are we still going to do it anyways? Probably not. We'll go for Marilith Clear. Right, we do have extra turn there, so might as well go for it. And super dead. The overkill is very strong. I got Gosh Knock again. It looks like we'll have 11 more battles based on Valravens. What do we even want here? Mountain Crusher's almost not even worth going for. Oh, we need something to happen, so let's go for it. Get a Web Spinner there. Whoa, that Web Spinner missed hard. Yeah, we just created more red, though somehow we still don't have alignment even after that. Not worth casting. Yeah, it's not going to really have proper alignment. We'll just take whatever. And see if he gives us a slightly better board, hopefully. Also, he just changed up the order of our team. That will substantially reduce our amount of damage that we do. However, I think we still have enough. Yeah, we do. Even without the gigantic burst, it is still enough damage. Alright, we do not have good board here. Come on, good board. I think we have to Web Spinner it. Yeah, we can work with that. So we have the extra turn there. We can cascade that to an extra turn. Fortunately, our damage is quite a bit lower, not having Web Spinner up front. Still workable, though. Can we cascade that? Yes, we can. Oh, but that wouldn't be an extra turn anymore, though, after that. Never mind. Yeah, let's go for that, I guess. Seems like the best move. And one more, we'll do it. Do we even have any alignment? No, we do not. So we'll go for Marilith here. Get that rolling. Get a nice Web Spinner, ideally, into an extra turn. And then one skull will do it. And we have one skull and he's dead. There we go. Easy enough. And we got Groshnock. I mean, Gargantor, I mean. Kingdom's called Groshnock. Well, Valraven's already dead. That didn't take long. I'll move that over. Get him out, and if it's applicable. Actually have really good alignment. I'd rather take a purple Surge actually right now. Actually, even without Surge, it still works. However, we don't have alignment anymore, but we do on the blue. So I guess technically we still have alignment. Actually, if we still had it, we'd actually already win by then. But, You gotta manage just sitting there so we can just take that and be good to go. Just take the skull. So we got 3 130s left. But yeah, event's pretty straightforward at least though. Like no kind of weird point thing. It's still such a low score as far as what you get for each room. Still find it kind of weird, but long story short, you just have to take high severity. And that is the only thing that matters this time. And that is very much dead. We're hitting like in the multiple hundreds. Like I'm pretty sure this will still keep one-shotting the entire time, even if we didn't have the other upgrade, which we don't even have yet. We don't get until stage 11. But even without that, I think we'd still probably have enough damage to do the web spinner triple. Also, almost nothing has like immune to poison. I haven't even been like paying attention to if they have immune to poison or not. But almost everything this week seems to not have it, which is really good. Because otherwise, web spinner doesn't get to do its a little bit extra damage that it has. Actually, a little bit. It's a lot of extra damage. 3 times extra. That stacks with the medals that we have set for extra attack. That's a lot of free damage. And if anyone has any questions, anything you want me to go over, just let me know and make sure to do so. Do we have a Glaceon here? No. Well, we could cast it. It's just not a good board, too. So go for that. Hopefully I have a follow-up. We don't really have one. We're going for it, though. Okay, still land an extra turn. So that works, I guess. I'll take that. Take out his skull. One more will do it. And he's... is he dead? Come on, give us an option. Give us an option. None that kills. There's almost no way he's going to be able to stop all of that, though. He'll find a way. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, normally if you cast on a board like that, it might be a little bit risky and you might like lose a troop. But if it's in game mode where it wouldn't really matter, you should be able to get at least one skull as follow-up. Unless they're all chained in the extra turns, in which case you don't want to cast it. They're just kind of all scattered. They normally can't really do much with it. Other than poke you once. And then you can just poke them back. That will be dead because it will cascade into the other thing. And it's extra turn from a Sky Skull. Nice. Alright, 5 more left. Let's go for this 130. It's actually our last 130. Hopefully it'll also be our last epic if it actually give us higher rarity ones. There's the Valraven, which is to be expected. Though I won't be surprised if we see another Valraven after this Valraven. Still possible though. Now we get a Valraven after the Valraven. Not directly after, but you know, within the same set. Before we need more sigils. Oh, that didn't kill. Oh, hey, we finally found something that has immune to poison. Found it. That exact thing. Which is why we couldn't get the kill there. It has immune to poison, of course. Actually, we might get one more Valraven. We're at 4 sigils right now. Definitely possible. Gosh, we already got a double kill. We'll go for it. Nice. Already dead. Super quick. Too bad they all can't be that quick. Another Gargantor. Nice. Exactly what we need. That is such a Glaceon alignment right there. Doesn't have alignment, so we'll just go and... I mean, it doesn't have mana, I mean. So let's go for that. It just created red for us. Thank you. Only problem is I can't quite use it yet. And now I really can't use it because the board's in the wrong position. Do we just go for it? Yes, probably. Seems like it'll backfire some, though. I'm actually going to move that so we get another poke. Perfect. It moves it right into an extra turn position, too. And he should pretty much be dead. Yes, Glaceon him again, and he's dead. Easy. Hello, Defiant! Welcome! Welcome, welcome. Then we have a Garshnock here. And the next one might be our final battle if we don't find a Valraven on it. Oh, there it is. Got a Valraven in play. Nice. So that's going to be at least another 2 battles then. Let's see. Though that does make it more likely that we won't get another Valraven after that, though. Let's take a skull for now. He's within kill range. However, we actually need alignment, so we're just going to clear the board and hope it doesn't give him an extra turn yellow. Luckily it does not. Doesn't really give us much as an option. However, we will just go kill it now just to make sure it doesn't get away. He then gives us a skull, and of course the thing is impervious, so unfortunately that does not kill, and then he's dead. So there's like 2 things that have immune to poison, it seems. One with impervious, and the other just with a normal immune to poison. Okay, hopefully this mountain will get us all the mana we need. It does. It does not give us the alignment, though. So we'll take that for now. Still doesn't give us our alignment, though we still get to poke. We can drop that for a free skull. Take the other skull, and hopefully Glaceon does something. And even if it doesn't, we're still casting it. And go. Dead. And there's our 20 daily gems. Which reminds me, we still need to go do adventure board after this. Can't forget that. We got yellow deeds today. Definitely don't want to miss out on yellow deeds. Okay, do we have alignment? No. Marilith, go. Now do we have alignment? Still no. Yes, actually we do. Right there. Extra turns, where are you? We'll take that for now. Skull alignment, perfect. Super dead. I'm pretty sure that's dead and it's just not showing as dead. Because he should be very much dead. Oh, he agiled it. Never mind. Aha! Never mind. Oh, we're also entangled. However, that's not actually why he didn't die, though. It was the agile that did it. Let's see. We'll take that over. Try for a skull there. Didn't get it. Glaceon still can't do anything. Take a skull. And one more poke will kill it. And there's our 1 poke. Easy as that. As soon as we run out of sigils, we'll hand out a code. Then head over to everything else. It looks like we have 2 more battles. So it continues. This should be our very last Vow, even though I highly doubt we'll get one after this. This happened on the last possible battle, so the other one shouldn't cycle into one. That's a lot of damage if he didn't ruin our alignment. Let's go for it normally. And he is very much dead. And it will start our turn, even if we need a follow-up skull. Hello, Scotty! Welcome! Welcome, welcome. Okay, 2 more battles. This one and hopefully one higher rarity one so we get a few more points. So, what do we go for? We'll take that, get that rolling, throw a mountain down, see where we go from there. I'm actually just going to take a skull there first. Now we get a mountain. See where that brings us. Throw Glaceon down if it's even somewhat remotely viable. It's not really that at the moment. It's an extra turn, though it does release a lot of our reds. I'll go for it, why not? Get a poke. Poke's a poke. Gosh, you got a lot of follow-up there. And now we don't have enough damage because we don't have Web Spinner's triple thing anymore. Which is unfortunate, but we can still burst them down. And do we have alignment? No, we're still going to go for it, yes. And he gets a summon. And Glaceon does not have enough to kill. Don't have our alignment there. We'll throw this down because we should be able to get a follow-up. He'll do whatever. We'll take that. He's dead. Up, and we do get a higher one. Solzara is our final battle. Unless we get a Valraven here. It's very unlikely you'd get a Valraven here, though, at this point. Given that we just got the previous one on the last possible cycle of the battle. Okay, we'll go for Brown for now, so we can get Mountain immediately. He'll do his thing. We'll throw Mountain down. And then we should pretty much be good to go. Throw a Mountain. Ideally, we'll have alignment. Which we do not. So throw a Marilith. Yeah, we really need more Imperial deeds. We haven't really been getting that many from the board, from Adventure board. We've got some normal deeds today, but not Imperials. I was hoping that would chain a little bit better into a win. That does, though. There we go. And I believe that was our final battle for now. And now we're out of sigils. Now we'll have to wait. Let's go grab our next reward. Other one we'll have tomorrow. Other one we'll probably have the following day. And that we'll get in a little bit. Also, if anyone's still looking to join a guild, we still do need 3 spots left. If you can do 1.5 million gold or higher easily, let me know. And if you can do all the guild-related events, we still have 3 spots left. We do everything every single week. Though we might be a little short this week for that final one. Due to how weird the scoring is. And being 3 people down. Well, I might be able to, because a lot more people went for tier 4 rather than tier 3 this week. But anyways, let's change our banner to be a little bit better. How about pure armor? Sure. And then we can go quick kill with the Rowan for everything. I also use this team and be good to go. You feel like you're collecting treasure maps? Well, they can be converted, 50 of them, into the bigger thingies, which are going to be more and more relevant as time goes on. So what am I doing? I'm like playing it as if it's a different troop. We already had Rowan mana. Might as well kill it out with Rowan. So the whole point of this team is cast Rowan as quickly as possible and then auto win. Oh, let me go hand out code. I said I would hand out code right after the thingy. Let me go do that. And I'll finish out everything else and then probably farm a little bit of token grinding. Okay, let me go hand out code. That's not where code section is. Code section, one moment. It's on my other computer. Let's see, we grab this. We copy that. We put it over here. We put in our name thingy or whatever yours is. We put in that. We put in refresh. We put in this all the way over here. We paste that. We copy the whole thing. And here you guys go. There's the redeem code. You use it on gemswar.com or the game code section, or simply click that link. Your invite code will be found in your settings menu. Whatever your game says right over here in the bottom left corner is what you put in for your invite code. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Just copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with U5. And give the same reward as always. True treasure maps. 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. And that gem key can still be used for the most recent mythic if you still want to try for it. Otherwise, save it for more important things. There you guys go. And we do have codes for now on, as we used to have a lot. Haven't for like a month or so now. But we're back to normal on codes. Completely back to normal on codes. Oh, what do we even need here? We got that down. Get a Rowan going. Yeah, it feels weird having not given out codes for so long, but it's back to normal now. Let's see. Yeah, because some people, when we were giving out the codes a lot, they would literally just tune in just for the code. I don't mind people that do that. But yeah, for that period of time, everyone who was around was just there to watch. I didn't care about the code or not. Code still helps, though. Though at this point, no one really realizes that we're handing out codes again. So it doesn't help too much yet. Give it another week or two. Because codes did on average boost views by like 20 to 30% or something. It's a pretty solid number. Let's head over to dungeons. But the problem is most people don't even realize that we're handing out codes again. So it'll take a while until it gets back to that point. If nothing else, they should be pretty easy to claim. I wouldn't be surprised if it's still ready for the rest of the stream. These will probably take a little bit longer for it to die out than normal. Because I believe there are 300 claims. However, people share it with their guilds and stuff like that. So even if we don't have 300 viewers, which is pretty much never, which I don't think we've even hit 300 viewers, have we? But they get used up way quicker than that because they get shared with guilds and everything. Hello, Lestat. Welcome. Okay, next thing. Let's go and I guess we'll do the pet real quick. You switch to magic for that if we want to go run that. Not what I wanted. There we go. Let's go run through the pet. Might as well. It is the event thingy going on today. And of course tomorrow's the Obelisk class, which is one of the weaker classes in the game. Its main benefit is as triple damage burning, but like every other triple damage burning troop in the entire game is better. It also has one of the most hilariously useless final traits on its hero class itself, which is to summon a useless troop that gets in the way. It's actually stronger without its final trait than with it. For a little bit of time, I actually didn't bother getting it fully traded. However, it was mandatory for kingdom upgrades, so I had to at some point. However, it is actually weaker fully traded than not fully traded. Yeah, unfortunately, codes are only PC mobile only. Only works on those two platforms since they're cross-platform with each other. I know, we might eventually need to upgrade Mang. However, Broken Spire has enough weapons, I don't think we technically ever would. Because I think Broken Spire has like 8 weapons, if not more already. That's a pretty high number for as compared to the average. I'll go double check, what's actually at? Because I believe Mang is from Broken Spire, isn't it? I'll double check. So 2 things we need to go check. For one is, where is Mang from? Mang is from... Oh, no, it's from Groshnok. Oh, no. Groshnok doesn't have as many. However, let's see. How many does Groshnok have? So let me just see. How many does Broken Spire have? That's not from Broken Spire. But yeah, Broken Spire already has, gosh, 11 weapons. But yeah, it's from Groshnok. Yeah, we might eventually need to upgrade it. Groshnok doesn't have as many weapons. I lied. It actually has more weapons. Never mind. It has 12 weapons. When did Groshnok get so many weapons out of nowhere? Oh, the new one, this new one actually is from Groshnok. I didn't even realize that. The weapon that we got this week from the event week thing. I guess that kind of makes sense given how many orcs we're up against. But never mind, there are 12 weapons. However, one of them is a Doom weapon that we kind of can't conveniently upgrade. So technically there's 10 weapons, not counting Mang. Well, there's 12 total. Mang we're not upgrading, and Doomed Codex is very annoying to upgrade. But everything else is upgraded, of course. So we got 10 maxed out weapons for the kingdom, which is a pretty decent amount for a kingdom. I think the most you ever need for any milestone is like 14 or 16 max weapon. And it would probably have that many by then because that's a long while away before we even need to get those upgrades. Thank you, Kim. Greatly appreciated. And welcome. Am I associated with something called Streamlabs? I use it for my streaming setup. I'm not associated to them in any way, though. Like, I'm not like an affiliate or anything with them. I just use their program thingy because it's free. Like, whenever I get any donations, I get 100% of whatever people donate. Whereas most other methods take a chunk. And in some cases, a really large chunk. Like, if I ever was to finally enable YouTube donations, YouTube takes 30% of every donation. Whereas currently, the method I have set up takes 0% of it. We are in a really weird board setup right now. I'm just gonna go for it. I assumed the explosions would give us our mana, and luckily they did. And there we go. There we go. And we got 2 copies of the little pet. Nice. I didn't really need it though. This is gonna be converted to food. I hope they next patch add a way to finally mass get rid of them. Hopefully in the next quality of life patch, they'll add the ability for pets to just one button disenchant them all above mythic. Or, you know, all the ones that are already maxed. Kind of like how you can with troops, but for pets. They have not implemented it. They said that they probably would at some point, but still haven't. Anyways, we did all those, so now we can go and focus on Explore and try getting some token grinding going. So let's just go to our 20%. Get to our metal setup, which of course is Seasons, which I did not have set up anywhere. So I guess we'll write it over top of our armor for now. Since I don't want to overwrite the World Lore event, since we'll need it at the beginning. Oh gosh, I wanted one of those to be 20%. There we go. Since we'll need it at the beginning of tomorrow. And now we can do a little bit of token grinding. Let's see, I'll take that over. Yeah, some people were saying that it went to an automatic payment thing. I'm not sure how there even is an option through it. But I guess there is a recurring payment option on it. Haven't checked the page in a while. But apparently there is. Yeah, I still got quite a bit of money in it that I need to go deposit. Because it goes directly into my bank. Actually, everything that gets donated through there generally goes to my, unless someone specifically uses PayPal, in which case it goes to my PayPal. But if they use any method that isn't PayPal, it actually goes straight to my bank, to my savings. Let's see. But I have to actually, like, manually tell it to go there every single time. Let's see. We'll throw that down. I haven't even checked to see how much I have in the bank these days. I've just kind of been saving in case anything comes up where we're going to need money. It's because money's a bit tighter right now from the virus. Yeah, it puts it into one big, like, money thing. And until I tell it to go to my bank, it just stays there. I normally do it every few months or so, but I haven't actually done it for a little while. It's probably like almost 1,000 in it or something. Or maybe close to 500. Because those are only the ones that specifically are done through credit cards and stuff. It doesn't count all the PayPal ones, so it's probably a bit lower actually. Oh yeah, it definitely helps out a lot. It's greatly appreciated as well. Yeah, most of it's going to savings these days, though we are getting a couple games that we're going to be streaming a little bit later this year, which technically money from the channel goes to as well. Patreon does the same thing. Patreon only takes like 5%, which is pretty much zero. Patreon does take a very small cut, though, but it's essentially zero. At least relative to YouTube taking 30% is basically zero. So yes, my Patreon is pretty much 100%. It's a little bit less so, but it's pretty close. Yeah, I tend to not check my bank that often. I probably should. Hey, I got a Rainier, nice. Ideally, you want to see a little bit higher rarity than that, but that's still good. Oh wait, is this at a low level? Whoops, I need to go retreat from this. Whoops. I forgot we were doing this as a low level for some kind of objective earlier. Let's bring it all the way back to 12. Yeah, we can do it properly. Yeah, basically PayPal, Patreon, and the donation link I have below all take pretty much zero. The donation link below takes 0 if I just send it to my bank. The PayPal takes 2.7% plus 30 cents, and Patreon takes 5% flat. And all those are pretty much 0%. Or close enough that I essentially get all of it. Problem is there's other methods that take a lot. Mostly YouTube. YouTube takes 30%, which is absurd. And some things on Twitch take 50%. Well, the only thing I have specifically through YouTube is the $2 a month join button. That's the only thing I currently get that takes 30% away. However, it does give you the emojis, and it gives you the little thing next to your name. So they're actually like giving some part of a service in return, rather than just taking all your money and giving you nothing in return. But that's the only thing that's currently taking 30%, is the join button below. But it actually does something in return, rather than just taking the money. So it's kind of fine that it takes 30%. Twitch's equivalent takes 50%, so in comparison, it's not that bad. Will Gems of War be available on next-gen consoles? Yes. Or it should be. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Because doesn't PS4 have backwards compatibility? And I forget what Xbox has, but yeah, they're definitely going to make sure it's on it. It might not be immediately, but it's definitely going to be on it in probably a pretty timely manner. What do we take here? Grab a red and try for a purple off a sky. Didn't get it. We'll try it again. Oh wait, there wasn't even a purple we could have skied there. We'll take that. 1 mana short. Really? There we go. Now we're good to go. Again, 1 mana short. And we're 1 red short too. Gosh, we're 1 everything short this battle. We'll get a Zoogoff down. And we'll get a board clear. Oh, he didn't die because we're entangled. Gosh. It's almost better that he got killed there. Because now we're unentangled, which is beneficial. That is not enough to kill, so let's go for more mana. And unfortunately he doesn't have full, but he will after that. He'll take a poke, we'll get our manas. I was hoping we could kind of kill it with follow-up skulls, but while being entangled, I guess we're just going to have to go for 4 Zoogoff. Gosh, I got to go for so many Zoogoff kills this battle. Yeah, I don't feel like I use Lord of Slaughter too often. It is a really good troop. I don't care for its playstyle as much, though, compared to some other options. It's definitely really good, though. But yeah, I haven't really been using it much, even though it's still a great option. It kind of has, like, the whole Grey King effect. Like, Grey King's insanely good, but I don't really like using it that often. It's just one of those kind of weird troops. Or it might be viable, but I personally don't like using it. Only if we like really had to for like a guild war or something similar would we normally bring it out. That stealthy will not protect you from skulls. And it just hits directly. What do we need here? We'll go for that. Get our destroy there. Actually, I could just take an extra turn purple. That won't matter that much. Still enough to kill. Get our extra turn from that. We'll try a Flameifer. And as match. Still hoping we had at least one Anu or one Nisha this stream. Probably go for a few more chests. Every single day you gotta throw a little bit of grind at it. We'll eventually get all the tokens we ever need. It's only a matter of time. But yeah, I believe we're currently at 80 out of 100 upgrades for the achievement. We're getting pretty close. I think within the next month or so we should be completely done with it. Also, even though we're going to be spamming Explore 3, we should still be getting a lot this weekend when we farm for Vault Keys. It won't give us like a huge amount, but every several sets we do end up getting some tokens, 1 or 2 of the lower rarity ones. However, the lower rarity ones are still good for upgrading the lower rarity troops that we need to, the commons, rares, and ultra rares. So it's still very helpful. That's what we've been doing. We have been upgrading all the lower rarity troops to get the achievement. That's how we're at 80. Probably have enough to go to like 81 or 82 by now. Between all the Monday tokens and the tokens we got since then. There we go! Okay, we got at least one good token this stream. Got an Anu. It's not a Nisha, but we're working our way up. We got our Rania, we got our Anu. Now we just need a Nisha. Very unlikely, but hopefully we'll get one this stream. Very unlikely. You could go for like hours and still not get a Nisha. We farmed for a week, like 40 or so hours, and still didn't get a Nisha 1 week. Well, we are going to be upgrading all the commons, rares, and ultra rares eventually. And once we upgrade all the commons and rares, we can start using the commons for legendary and mythic upgrades for the very first trait, or for the very first effect. It's going to be a really small percent, though. I think 3 guard tokens is like a 1.11% chance to upgrade a mythic. However, it's more than 0. So we will still try it once we get to that point. It's not 0% chance, so we'll go for it. Yeah, I think it's like a 1.11% chance and 10,000 souls per attempt. And it costs 3 guards to do it. And that's for the first level. It's even lower chance if you go for a try for it on a higher level. I could have taken Brown as the Cascade and try for a Skull there. Skull wouldn't have happened though, based on where it went though. Not that big a deal though. Should kill it in this match. Oh, I should have taken a red there. I actually could have gotten both of them together. Oh well. 1 mana short for the cast, so we'll just go for that. Get a Zugoff on an Entangle just so we don't have to worry about it. Luckily there's 13 plus red, so we can go straight into that. Get a nice board clear. Get a Zugoff down, and he should be dead. Probably should have went for the other one in case he got an Entangle down. However, he was still far away from getting Entangle, so it won't matter. I should have went for reds there. Let's see, what do we need? Let's go for... What do we need? Take a skull for now. Unfortunately, it only exploded 1 purple. That's one thing I absolutely hate about explosions in the current state of the game. Back in the day, when it was at 100%, as well as when it was at 70%, if you exploded 1 of a gem, it would give you 1 mana. It would not round down to 0. In the current state of the game, if you explode only 1 of a colored gem in the explosion, it'll give you 0 mana of that color rather than 1, which feels really clunky in many situations. Because you're basically accumulating this mana and then getting 0 mana from it. We have to explode at least 2 of a color to get 1 color of it. Whereas before, when I was at 100% and at 70%, you only had to do 1, and it would give you 1 mana. But now you have to explode at least 2 to get 1 mana from explosion. Still throws me off sometimes. So how on earth are you not dead? I'll just go for destroy. And now you're dead. Actually, the burn ended up ultimately getting the kill of all things. Very rarely get a burn or poison kill in the current state of the game, but they still happen. Because obviously the higher the stats you go, the less likely you're going to get a kill through that method. Though they do still occur. Getting rid of Yasmin in case it feels like entangling us. I should be getting rid of every entangle as immediately as possible. More often than not. Just a lot safer that way. Gosh, it looks like we were doing Explore 3. That chest was so bad. Very unfortunate. If anyone else has any other questions or anything else you want me to go over, let me know. Also, does the code still work if anyone hasn't claimed it yet? Here's the code used on gemsofwar.com with the game code section. Same one as before. But could anyone check who hasn't used it yet? I'm actually curious if it's still alive at this point. Because we are handing out codes again. Haven't for a while, but we will be now on a regular basis once again. Only during Gems of War streams. Though still feel free to stop by for Fall Guys. We've been streaming that obviously a lot lately. And we will again tomorrow. That'll be the last stream we do for it for a little while, probably till like next Tuesday or so. Because obviously this weekend, any streaming that we will be doing will be for Vault event. Yeah, it's still good. Yeah, a lot less people taking it than normal because people aren't used to it being around. So make sure to grab it. It's going to be like that for at least another week, so make sure to grab it. Who knows? Maybe even after the fact, after the stream, it might still be good. That'd actually be kind of cool. Yeah, the code should live a lot longer. Because people aren't aware that we're handing them out again. So they don't go as quick for that reason. Another week or two, they'll die within like 10 minutes again. We've had it die as quickly as a minute before. Though we had over 100-something viewers at the time. Oh, I could have just taken Skull and 1 already. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Now we super 1. Super overkill. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of pity keys this weekend. How many Vault keys did we get last time? 18 plus 8. So, I'm not sure if we're going to beat out 18 plus 8. But we got 8 pity keys, so that's a good reference. So we should probably try aiming for at least 8 pity keys this weekend. If nothing else, almost the exact same, just to kind of see how it compares to each other. 8 pity keys versus 8 pity keys. I think we're at 8 and like halfway to the 9th or something. We're like somewhere around there. Like we were part of the way there, but not so close that we'd feel the need to go and grind it out the rest of the way. So I'm pretty sure we were 8.5. Though a half doesn't give us a pity key. Oh, I'm taking brown as if we're still using brown on this team. And then the Zugov kill. All that just for the last one. Yeah, the 5.0 did get some of the player base away. Not sure exact percent. We don't have Steam charts really accurate giving... Actually, it might. When was the other patch? Because it probably has been a month now. So we can kind of compare the previous month of the patch to the other one. Because didn't the patch happen early August? When was it? I should completely forget. Not 5.1, but 5.0. When was 5.0? Does anyone remember approximately the date? I actually completely forget now. I believe it was very early August. Or maybe it was mid-July. Oh, it had actually been mid-July. Let's go double check, because I believe it's been long enough that we'll actually have data on it now. To see about what the percent was. Let's go check it. And claim this chest first. Gosh, double Orpheus. Stop giving me medals as if we're doing like Explore 2 or 3. It's not even giving us 3 either. It's just giving us 2. It's like the same loot we'd get from if we were doing Explore 3, just at a quicker rate. Oh yeah, it was July 20th. Okay. So yeah, we should have some pretty accurate data then. So we have to compare August or July to August then. And see if it dipped. Which it probably did. Let's see. Steam charts.com. How's Fall Guys doing? Gosh, Fall Guys still dominating. Though it's almost fallen from 4th. Team Fortress 2 starting to almost pass it again. Looks like the player base is slowly dying down. That's still insane numbers. I could see me sticking with this game for a while, though. I know some people are just kind of doing it because it's like so new and everything, but I'm definitely be sticking with it for a while. It's a really fun premise. If nothing else, at least until we get everything in the game. Because we're only like 1/4 the way there or something. What was I doing? Gems of War. It went up. It went up. So whatever player base we're losing, it's being replaced. It went up twice. Not by much, but it went up. Also, the all-time peak was actually this month as well. Gosh, this game just never dies. It's been a slow growth. But, yeah, it hit its all-time peak on Steam this month. Its all-time ever peak. So, whatever player base we're losing, it's being replaced. And some. So they're doing something right. It's been a slow growth, but this game has never stopped growing. It's kind of weird. I've never seen a game grow like Gems of War does. Like, it fluctuates up and down, but in a very slow upwards curve. And it never goes, like, just down. Like, it might dip down, but it always trends up. Very slowly up, but it does trend up. I've always found that kind of weird. Like, most games, they'll, like, have, you know, like, a really big peak. And it normally goes down, and maybe they'll do something where it kind of goes up, but then it kind of goes down. And, you know, it kind of makes, like, a little bit of a bell curve downwards. But Gems of War has a bell curve, but it's, like, upwards. It's really weird. It just keeps growing. Slowly, but it keeps growing. But yeah, we did lose a lot of, like, endgame players. But we gained so many newer players that the game net gained players from the 5.0 and 5.1 patches. I was about to say, wow, this is their second burn kill. I was about to say it wasn't going to die, but nope, burn. Exactly 3 damage. Oh, you know what the all-time peak was probably for this month? 505 was having some kind of sale. And Gems of War was actually kind of in that category, and they made a new bundle for that sale. Just to kind of get it a little bit more exposure for it. And it was on the main one featured on 505's free-to-play games. So that might have helped it for this current month. Though that wouldn't have helped it for the previous month, where it still ended up getting an increase. But that might have helped it for this month to reach the all-time peak for the game, is what I'm mentioning that for. So last month's number, it wouldn't have affected that. But for the all-time peak, that might have actually been what ends up causing the all-time peak. The fact that it got featured on the on their sale page thingy. It wasn't like all the way at the top, but if you scroll down a little bit and you saw, oh, free-to-play stuff, and you would see Gems of War as the first thing under the free-to-play section. I'm going to try for Sky Skull. Didn't get it, though. There we go. Hey, look, Karandera. You'll be obtainable soon. No worries, Karandera. We'll get you in a couple days, or a couple of weeks. I mean, not a couple days. It's available next week for anyone who bought the more expensive pass. However, I won't be going over him until the following week because that's when you get him on the normal pass. And if you didn't buy any pass and you're playing free to play, you don't get him till like about a month from now or so, until the campaign's over and everything. The easiest way to get him will be through Soulforge then. Urania Metal. We'll go for one more final. If anyone still has any questions, now would be a good time. We'll do it on Kakarot. Or are we already here? Well, we're back. And we'll do the last one in Kakarot then. Fitting, given that we have quite a Daemon week. Actually, really, this whole campaign has been really Daemon heavy. Hopefully I'll have more of a Divine one or something next. Because each one does seem to follow a theme based on the events that take place. Also, we'll need to read the whole thing by the end. All the little lore tidbits put together. Stuff that they used to post on the forum, but now is actually somewhat in the game for the most part. Because they do one for the Warlord event, and they do a separate one for the campaign thingy. Although I believe they're generally pretty similar. The Warlord event one basically just explains what the Warlord event is about, where the other one kind of goes for the arcing campaign. There is no sub for Zugaf on this team, unfortunately. There's no one-to-one equivalent. Not even Iron Gut does what he does properly in this particular team. This entire team is centered around Zugaf. Your next best bet would be like a Rowan buff, a Iron Gut version of this team, but that doesn't work anywhere near as effective, unfortunately. What other options? Basically all the other Explore 12 teams. Like, there's no actual one-to-one replacement for him in this team. Because the team is built specifically around him. Like, the closest you can do is an Iron Gut there. But the problem is you won't have a Devour. So unless you do it in a place that has no immune... I mean, that doesn't have any immune to Devour, it wouldn't have a way to do that. Since you wouldn't have Curse, you wouldn't have Transform or anything like that. One way you could maybe do it is replace out Flamerefer with Dragon's Eye, and replace out Zugaf with Iron Gut. That still won't be as effective as this team, but I think that's the closest one-to-one equivalent if you wanted to actually run a team like this. That kept like the Thrall Leprechaun combo. Also, oddly enough, one other team that works really good for Explore 12, which I don't normally run, but it's the best gold farming team in the game. It's a bit slower for wins, but it gives you a ton of gold. Is Double Cedric, Egg Thief, Skeleton Key. It's the best gold farming team in the game, averaging about 400,000 gold per hour, give or take about 50,000, depending on bonuses and everything. Actually, can go even higher than that with really high VIP. I think someone mentioned that they got like over 1 million in an hour before with it, but they had like absurdly high VIP level. Like, I think they even had VIP maxed or something. That does go pretty high. Only problem is it takes like almost a minute per battle. Whereas obviously we're winning a bit closer to like 40 seconds on average for this team. And it can get as quick as like a 20-second battle if it gets really lucky. Obviously it normally takes a little longer than that. Any predictions on Doomed Blade rotating back around? Well, we know when it's going to happen. It's going to happen when the Kingdom occurs. All the Doom weapons and all the weapons in general, they come back into the game whenever their Kingdom is around. So all the Blade Lance weapons, for example, are available this week. And that's applicable to all the weapons. So if you just check what Kingdom the weapon is from, and whenever that event ends up occurring is when the weapon would be available in Soulforge. But Doomed Blade, I believe that's from Glacial Peaks, right? I don't believe I have a Glacial Peaks anytime soon. Not with Invisible Sight anyways. No, I think we can only see up till about October or November or so. But it could be a little while. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from Glacial Peaks, which we, I don't believe it's currently Invisible Sight. I'll go double check. Let's see, Weapon, Doomed Blade. Oh, it's from Droxzoom. Wait, don't we have a no, we don't have Droxzoom coming up. At least not in this campaign cycle. No, that's Cinemirage and then Urskia. But yeah, next Drac Zoom event, you'd be able to get it in Soulforge, Doomed Blade. I don't believe we currently know when that is, unless Terran's World has something on it. We'll check it real quick. Doomed Blade, troops. I just spelled Drac Zoom. Fail, I forgot how to spell it now. That's actually kind of important. Let's see. November 9th. Wait, is that the right one? Wait, why is there 2 events so close to each other? Is the other thing for something else? Yeah, I believe it's November 9th based on this info. So you'll have to wait all the way till November 9th if you want to get Doomed Blade. So basically 2 months from now you'll be able to get it. But yeah, 2 months from now. November 9th. I don't know anything about the troop, but we know when it's releasing at least. But yeah, November 9th is when you can get Doomed Blade if you want to get it. So make sure to save up resources by 2 months from now for it if you want to get it then. Anyways, any other questions, anyone? Let me know. Is a new mythic worth spending event keys on? You cannot get the new mythic and event keys. The new mythic that is available and is only going to be available for 1 more day tomorrow until it's going to be quite a bit harder to get, and you'll probably have to get it through Soulforge or something. But this new troop's pretty bad, and it's only available in Glory Gem Guild and VIP chests. It is not available in gold keys, and it is not available in event keys. Event keys, the way that event keys work is they're always based on whatever the kingdom is of the week. And currently it is a Blighted Lands event. You can even see right there, Blighted Lands troops. So the mythic that you would actually get within event keys is not the mythic that's exclusive right now. It is actually the mythic of, actually there's 2 different mythics. It's either going to be a Amnesia or a, isn't there a second one here? I thought there was. Never mind. Is the Amnesia the only one here? I thought there was a second Blade Lands mythic. Never mind. Well, you would get Amnesia in the event queue drop table. You would not get the new troop. Amnesia is in the event queue drop table, and the new troop is in Glory Gem Guild and VIP chests. And you have 1 more day to get it. However, it is pretty useless. The only reason I would really get it is if you can get 10-star or 20-star Missa Scales from that troop. It could be worth it. 10 stars requires 1 mythic, and the most recent mythic does count as a mythic, of course, from Missa Scales. So you can get 10-star by that if you don't have a Yali. And alternatively, if you're super late into the game, you can use it to get 20-star. However, that requires an absurdly high amount of upgrades. However, it is the very first 20-star kingdom in the game. But that takes a lot of upgrades, and most people probably aren't too close to that. It takes, you need a lot of different things for it. The most annoying one being having all those troops fully traded, fully maxed, fully leveled, all that stuff. It also has a bunch of other objectives along the way. Anyways, but yeah, overall, the new mythic, as far as actually using it, is pretty useless. It's one of the worst mythics in the game, actually, I would say. Anyways, any other questions? Let me know. Otherwise, we'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, as we do every night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have codes now, so we will have codes again. Every single Gems of War stream, we will have 1 code until we run out, but hopefully we don't run out. And other than that, we will be playing Fall Guys again tomorrow. I'll be streaming it for several hours throughout the day. Exact starting time, I don't know. Probably start around the same time, around noon, give or take like an hour or 2 in either direction. But we'll be doing it throughout the day and getting that grind on. We should finally hit the 100 crowns section as well. And finally be the triple digits. I believe we need 260 in the current state of the game to actually have everything in the game. And we're currently going to have probably 100 by the end of tomorrow. So we're getting there. We're only playing for like a little over 2 weeks, but we'll get there. Some people have already done it, but they've been playing since like launch. But we'll get there in a matter of time. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your week. Tomorrow, of course, we got the class event, but more importantly is this weekend we got Vault event. So if you have time, make sure to grind that out. We'll definitely be doing so and streaming it on the channel. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You have all those days to farm up the Vault event. Highly advised to do so, as it's going to be really good loot. And I'll catch you guys then.